Hello? Oh, hi. So if you're hearing this, it is because you're the new security here at Tubbyland Play Place. Well, welcome to Tubbyland. Anyway, so I'm supposed to help you with some advice, at least during your first week, since from what I heard, this is your first time working as a night guard. So I think you already know that this place's reputation is kind of bad. As to prevent vandalism and break-ins, we needed someone to watch the place during the night, at least until the reopening of Tubbyland. And you are here, working as a night guard. So I think they left you a security tablet so you can check the cameras. They're kind of old and one of them is broken, but they do their job, so don't worry about them possibly dying during your shift. Oh, also, there's a security door on your left, which you can close by pressing the big red button on the wall. Of course, the door has limited power to prevent problems with the generator, so make sure not to keep the door closed for too long, okay? And sorry for the lack of a right door. We didn't have enough time to install the other door yet, but probably we'll put the door next week. There's also one more thing I need to tell you about the Tubby bots. We spent the last few days trying to reactivate them to check if they're still working, since we plan on reusing them on the opening, or at least their endoskeletons. For now, we only have to reactivate two of them, Paul and Lala. About Lala, she's working perfectly, except for her appearance. She's in pretty good condition, but Poe, unlike Lala, she's completely broken. Her AI is totally glitchy and unstable. We spent the last 2 days struggling to fix her, but while we didn't get to fix her, we added a system where you can wind up a music box. Yeah, we had no idea why, but it seems to keep her quiet in her place. So keep that music playing to prevent Poe to, I don't know, break anything or something like that. And I think that's about it. So check the cameras, keep Poe in her little spot, and feel free to close the door if you think it's needed. Good night, and good luck.
Where did everyone go?
Hello again. Nice to see that your first night went well. I think... Yeah, we heard what you said about Lala. We even take a look at her systems, and as is expected, there's nothing wrong with her. How the heck do you think a glitch would cause an animatronic to move along? Look, all the workers are now saying that you're crazy, so just stop saying dumb things like that, okay? Whatever. Now I'm gonna give you some news. Let's see. We made some good progress on the reopening. We're currently preparing new attractions like arcades and things like that. And while we're still trying to reactivate Dipsy, we got to reactivate the purple one. I don't remember his name. Tinky Winky, I think? And for someone about legs, he's working fine. Actually, however, we did find a little problem with him. It's nothing big. This problem caused him to get spaz and make some real weird noise with this glitch. There's a chance of him getting out of his room, so we employed a little system to solve this for now. I imagine if you were to look at some of the cameras, you probably saw a button called Break Connection. This button basically makes a sound that forces him to go back to his place, or at least more towards his place. So if you see he left his place, try looking for him at the cameras, and even if he's not visible by the camera, you will still be able to hear him because of his glitch. Just use the Break Connection and this should make him go away. I think that's all. Keep an eye on the cameras, make sure to keep an eye on Poe and the purple Tubby box. Good night. careful of what we said about you. Looks like you're right after all. After all, I doubt a normal human would be able to lift that thing and put it inside of the vents. We're trying to see what's causing that. I don't know why, but it seems like the animatronics are getting more crazy each night. That's really creepy. And speaking of that, we finally got Dipsy to work, but you would definitely want to keep him away from your office. He's not like the others. For some reason, he seems to damage almost every equipment he gets close to. So you know the disaster that it would be if he gets close to you, huh? He seems to be moved better in the darkness, so he will try to get your office by the dining room for sure. The room doesn't have light, after all, but he seems to have a problem with high temperatures. Having this in mind, we added a heater system where you can turn it on or off by camera too. But I don't recommend you keeping it on for too long, since if the heater overheats, it will activate the fire alarm and it will be unable to be used until it cools down completely. So since Dipsy has a problem with high temperatures, you can use the heater when Dipsy's in the dining room. However, I recommend you wait as long as you can turn on the heater. Why? Since you can't keep the heater on for too long, and since the heater is right outside the right door, so if you wait until Dipsy's almost entering the office, the heater will be more efficient. He will probably leave twice faster than normal, giving the time for the heater to cool down before he tries to enter your office again. Well, there's a problem. The camera tube is broken, so you can't see how close he is, but you can still able to hear him. Try and hear him for, I don't know, footsteps or something like that. The louder it is, the closer he's entered your room. Remember, don't let me get inside of your office. And I think that's all to tell you. So good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Where everyone go? So sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Oh, hey again. Sorry for that. I got sick the last few days. Anyway, we don't have much to say today. I'm surprised you're still working here, ever since you had to deal with the Tubby bots. If I was in your place, I would have given up. This place gives me the creeps, and I'm sure there's something happening in this place. I'm maybe even seeing things, but I swear I saw a black silhouette of a Tubby bot inside of the dining area a few hours. Never mind. I imagine things, you know. Also, we've been trying to find the fifth animatronic, as I know. He has that vacuum character, Nunu. We're not entirely sure where he is, but we think he's inside of the storage. Since he got scrapped very early because of the incident that happened here 8 years ago. Crap, I need to go now. Good luck with the animatronics. I'll keep you updated tomorrow. Good night, man.
Are you still there? Are you still there? So sorry. I didn't have a choice. So sorry. I didn't have a choice.
man? Dude, I need to tell you something about that fucking vacuum. He's very dangerous. He just killed one of the workers. We got to lock him inside of the restrooms. Keep him deactivated inside of the room. He used to break a connection if he becomes active. Let's go turn him off. Don't let him out of there. Dude, fuck this job. I'm quitting this. If you have it bring, you will be no return on another night here. This is too dangerous. How the fuck they want to reopen this place? Look, good luck, man. I'm leaving this place now. Goodbye, dude.
Where'd everyone go? Are you still there? It's dark in here. Are you still there? It's dark in here.
But you would definitely want to keep him away from your office. He's not like the others. For some reason, he seems to damage almost every equipment he gets close to. So you know that the death would be if he gets close to you, huh? He seems to be moved better in the darkness, so you will try to get your office by the dining room for sure. The room doesn't have light, after all, but he seems to have a problem with high temperatures. Having this in mind, we added a heater system where you can turn it on or off by camera too. But I don't recommend you keeping it on for too long, since if the heater overheats, it will activate the fire alarm and it will be unable to be used until it cools down completely. So since he has a problem with high temperatures, you can use the heater when Dipsy's in the dining room. However, I recommend you wait as long as you can turn on the heater. Why? Since you can't keep the heater on for too long, and since the heater is right outside the back door, so if you wait until